day 17 of my challenge. I'm trying to reach the rating of 2000 before the end of the year. And today, I won one game with 100% accuracy. But on the other side, something terrible will happen. Let's go. First game, we were playing against Gary Kasparov, 1800, from Catalonia, Bhutan. Amazing. So, we are in the path of defense. So my opponent is not... Oh, my opponent is not protecting the pawn on e5, but counterattacking this pawn. But now after knight takes, they are going for the Stafford Gambit. Hello, Eric Rosen. This is how I will destroy your opening. Actually, I met Eric in real life, and we even played a few games against each other. So maybe you want to check it out after this video. So one line that I really think is super good against the Stafford Gambit is to, right now as an extra pawn, by the way, to push this pawn. So we want to keep that extra pawn and we want to get some space. And we are pushing, attacking the knight. And now they are not moving the knight away, but they are protecting the knight by pinning the pawn. I can't take because the pawn is pinned. And at the same time, this pawn is under attack. So honestly, it seems like d4 is the most natural move, protecting this pawn. I don't like queen e7 because the queen is stopping the bishop from being developed. I see that black is going for a quick development on the queen side, and they want to go for sure for long castle. How are we going to develop our pieces? This is a very important moment to stop a second and understand, not just make a move. For example, I could make so many moves. I could play knight here, I could play bishop there, I could play bishop here, I could play so many different moves. But it's important to understand how I want to develop my entire army, because there needs to be some kind of harmony, you know, some kind of idea. They needs to be all connected. So one possible setup would be knight there, bishop here, and bishop there. I quite like this one, but I have to understand that there will be some pressure on this pawn. So in some situation, I want to play the move c3, because the move c5 is incoming, right? But I might start with the move bishop e2, and then the knight has to move because this pawn is unpinned. And bishop e2 can be combined also with c4 or with c3, and then bishop here and knight there. So bishop e2 is the most flexible move, also preparing the short castle. The king has to security, and now this knight has to be moved one more time. Usually, just one recommendation. Okay, I wanted to say that you don't want to move first the bishop out, because there could be some sort of checks attacking also this pawn. That's why usually it's best to go first with the knight out and then with the bishop out, not to leave these pawns unprotected. It's the same from both sides. Now, if I push this pawn here to attack this knight one more time, the knight would go there, and then those critical squares are in trouble. So I think I will leave the knight there, also because it helps me to keep the knight there. I will just castle, because once my opponent will go for long castle, the rook is not directly looking at the queen, because there is the knight in between. So that's good. Now, I really have to understand how I want to develop the queen side. I could think about playing the move a3. Usually when there are opposite side castling, you want to start an attack towards the king. I think the move a3 can be a very useful move in this situation, because the knight can no longer go there. g5, they want to go for the attack. Yeah, usually when the king are castled on opposite side, you want to start pushing your pawns and start an attack against the enemy king. That's smart, but we also have an extra pawn, meaning that if we trade pieces and we go to an endgame, we should probably have a very nice position. That's why I'm thinking about playing bishop g4, trying to trade this bishop and then to attack the weak pawn. I'm a bit scared though that I'm leaving my pieces unprotected, but hey, time is few, we have to follow the intuition sometimes. Okay, now I take here with check, and I'm also attacking this pawn. It seems quite promising. What if I take here with the bishop? Isn't this nearly winning? I think they don't have... Well, if they push, I'm taking. Knight takes, and I'm trading everything. But on the other side, I'm also opening files. Oh, this is going to be double-edged. If I take here, f6, pawn takes, knight takes. Well, I could always play just queen here, bishop there. Because basically what I'm doing, by removing these pawns, I'm inviting the rooks to join here and to start a counterattack against the king. And that could be dangerous. So I'm not sure if it's best to take that pawn or not. But what if I play the move c4 first? attacking knight, because then I could really take there, but the knight will go there. But then I take, I win a pawn. I could also just stake here, pawn pushes, and go with the bishop back. Okay, we'll go for this one, guys. We take there, we are pinning, and now we have to be very careful not to trade this pawn, but I will go with the bishop back, and I'm keeping the pressure real. I have so many ideas now. For example, I could play the move c4, attacking this knight. Now, this pawn is attacking my queen, so we will go here, keeping some pressure, adding some more pressure there. And c4 is incoming, and knight c3. I have always to make sure that I can bring all my pieces out. So c4, knight there, bring the rook. I have to be fast. Okay, I think c4 is a great moment for it, even if after c4 the knight goes there and my 2 pawns will be under attack. But hey, that's a fork, so we go for it, because we are taking here and the queen and the bishop are hanging. That's great. So the knight has to leave, and then we are winning some material there. The knight is moved, and so we go for the fork. It's fun to notice that my knight was still not protected, but now this is too strong, guys. This is way too strong. Everything is under attack. All the strong pieces, all the heavy pieces. I think black might even resign here. Oh, or maybe not. The queen is moved, and now which rook to take is very important. Sometimes it seems like, okay, this rook is attacking this pawn, let's capture this rook. No, you always have to take the rook on the corner, because then the other rook must take, and the rook is becoming less active. Now, they can take also with the queen, so it doesn't fully apply to this position, but it's okay. There is a pawn hanging, but we have an extra rook, and that shouldn't be a problem, even to give away a pawn. That's why I play knight there, and feel free to take that pawn. I will use the lack of this pawn to trade even more pieces. Okay, black is taking there, which also makes sense. They want to take also here. Let's play queen there. I'm attacking this knight and protecting this pawn at the same time. Now they could take. Every time they take, I will place a rook on d1 and trade material. Let's bring a rook to the open file. That's perfect. The pawn is pushed, not changing much, but avoiding some back rank mates. I will do the same, just in case. The knight is moved here, attacking this pawn one more time. They want to take with the knight. I don't have a way to defend that pawn, but I will try to trade pieces. You want to take there, but we have to trade the queens. We must trade the queens. You take, I take the queen. And if the queen moves, then I have a chance to protect this pawn, because the queen has to move by keeping this knight protected, so maybe here or there. And then I can push. Pawn takes, I take back. Before pushing didn't work. Okay, there we go. Now we can do it. And the knight is protected by the queen. All right. Is there any problem there? We need to make sure that we are not having problems, but I think it should be quite easy to defend here. So I'm taking, even if the knight goes there, I'm going to cover. Okay, the rook could actually go there. Okay, they are not doing it. I will bring the rook to the attack. This check might be the final one, even if it's not clear that I have a mate. Okay, the knight is attacking the rook. I think we will go to give this check. It's important to see where the king is going, and then to decide our next move. Okay, this allows us to keep giving mates by checking the king. I think king c8 was the best, and now bang, bam. Oh! This wouldn't have been a safe pre-move, because the king can go there. That would have been terrible. Okay, I'll take here, give another check. Okay, now we have bing, boom, bum. Right. New game, checkmate receiver. Oh, they know their destiny. e4, e5, we protect the pawn with our pawn, and we are in the two knights defense. The fried lever could have been possible, but one more time, at this level, they don't play the fried lever anymore. And they are going with the move d4, meaning that after taking, we are in the Scotch Gambit. This is a very tricky opening, where if you want to play this with the black pieces, you might have to know a little bit. Here, taking this pawn looks a bit dangerous, but it's actually the best move. And now, the knight is under attack, and we are going to protect it with the pawn by counter-attacking the bishop. Again, this is all theory. And white is sacrificing a piece. We take back with the queen. And the knight is attacking the queen and the knight at the same time, so winning back the piece. We have to move the queen, and now this knight will be captured by the knight. Because by the rook is not great, because this knight is hanging, even if it's a check. Okay, now there is a discovery check the knight could go there and win the queen. So we have to stop this idea. And what do we play? We play bishop there. Bringing the bishop out, we are ready to long castle. Now white has basically two major moves. One is knight here, wanting to capture this bishop. Two is bishop g5, stopping us from going long castle. If the knight goes there, we will sacrifice a pawn and go long castle. So the material will be completely equal, but we will have a very nice position with opposite side castling, where we have some nice chances to go for an attack. Let's see what white is choosing. They are going with the knight here. This allows us to go long castle, follow our plan. They are going to take here. I'm going to take back. This is a safe move that we can do. And then, even if we lose another pawn, the material is going to be completely equal after all the trades. There we go. The trade is happening, and now the rook will probably capture this pawn. Yes, and we go with the bishop out. This is now a very interesting position. There are opposite side castling, and so we know what is the plan to attack. But it's not so easy to attack for white. Pushing those pawns seems a little bit forbidden. It's nice to notice that this pawn is not hanging because the queen is hanging behind. So there are actually some tactics here. Bishop takes can be played because the knight is not protecting the pawn if the queen is hanging behind. So attention. Also, there are some other ideas. For example, I could play a rook there and try to sacrifice the rook on the knight and then to give mate. So black has lots of fun here, and white needs to be careful to really lots of things. h3 is a great move that is protecting the checkmate idea and the rook sacrifice at the same time. So what to do? I will show you the power of sacrifices. I want to go with the move g5, and the knight cannot take because the queen is hanging, but the bishop can take. And then the rook is under attack. And then I want to play rook g8, attacking the bishop. Now there is a very it seems to be a very sweet move. Bishop there, attacking this rook, and the rook is trapped. But I'm going to take this pawn. The pawn is pinned, and I'm threatening mate. And also the rook. So that would be really strong, and I'm going for it. And even if white has a way to defend, I'm not sure if the pawn can be captured for real. Even if white has a way to defend the bishop and keep the bishop there on the g file, I will play h6 next. And the bishop has to leave. Alright, let's go for this. Now, maybe there is some intermezzo that I didn't see. But in my opinion, this looks really nice. Let's notice that now the knight can be moved. So actually this bishop is not hanging. Because... oh, okay. Yeah, the bishop is not hanging. And now the rook is attacking the queen. I see. Luckily, there are some squares for the queen to go. Okay, let's go with the queen here. And now h6 is blocked by the rook. This is crazy. This pawn cannot be taken because the bishop is still hanging. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The bishop is attacking the rook. This is absolutely crazy. I'm suspecting that this was a big blunder. Now, I'm attacking the rook. I did a big blunder. Sacrificing the pawn was not good because I'm losing lots of material now. So the rook is under attack. And I'm counterattacking the rook. At least I should not lose material because there are two rooks hanging right now, and if they take, I'm going to take. The knight is attacking my queen, so they want to keep going with the tactics. I think that's a great idea. Once I move my queen away, the problem is that this rook can now be moved and this bishop is no longer hanging. But at least if the rook is moved, I could take there with the rook, but then my rook is captured and I lost an exchange. Oh, I'm giving late. Okay. There are still some tricks, some ideas. The queen is giving a check. I will have to move my king away. And maybe now the rook can be moved. My opponent is playing lots of in-between moves. This is crazy. This is going out of control. But now maybe the rook can be moved. If the rook goes there, I might even have the move h5. Attacking the queen and then my rook is free. But the rook goes there. And now how am I saving this? Maybe knight there? This could come to a rescue. Or also bishop here, maybe. Oh, bishop here. And we are protecting. I think we'll do that. Let's go. We are just trying to get towards an endgame, basically. There are some discovery ideas. For example, this pawn could be captured because the queen is hanging. Or this discovery idea. Ouch. This is starting to be annoying. My opponent is playing really well. I mean, I think I have to give away an exchange. To give up an exchange. I'll take here. And I lost an exchange. I'm an exchange down. That's going to be hard now. Okay, I'll bring the knight and I will try to attack those pieces. My opponent has still 3 minutes on the clock and I hope they take the pawn. The free pawn. It's free. I promise, no trap. Well, with the knight maybe they can actually take it. With the rook, not. Because with the rook I would go with this move. Alright, they saw it. I'm not totally sure what I should play here. I will play knight here. I'm attacking this pawn, looking at this check. It's not like a huge move, a very good move, but I'm trying to keep this pawn protected and maybe to threat the move c6, attacking the rook so that the rook cannot stay on this. Well, the rook could go there. It's really a tough position. If b3, I need to move my knight again and maybe I could go there, attacking the rook, and the rook can no longer stay on this file and I'm keeping this pawn protected. Also, if this move is played, I could consider pushing this pawn and the rook could be hanging. That's why my opponent is taking time to think. I checked shortly the stats of my opponent, and in the last 30 days, they won 150 points, meaning that they might be really strong. Okay, so now this has been protected. Let's play rook here. Let's activate. Activation, attacking this knight. There we go. The knight might go there, also threatening this. That's really bad. This check is really bad. If I go with the knight there, they can sacrifice the rook. Oh boy. Maybe I can play knight there, attacking the rook and protecting, and if knight check, I go there, but then they take attacking the rook. All the tactics are working in their favor, as it should be, because they have a better position. So I think I have to leave this pawn at his own destiny. We'll go there. Maybe this could be a blunder, trying to trade the rooks. Also, taking with the rook could be a mistake. If I can play this move and now the rook is kind of trapped, but just kind of trapped because the rook can just take there. Guys, the truth is that they are playing way too good. And they are not giving me a chance. So, it's okay. We might lose the first game. The knight is under attack. Now, if I go here, there is g4, this, and then king there. Okay, let's play still this move because we can keep going on other files. Luckily, the time is getting short, so maybe this will give us a chance. Yeah, this is a check. This is annoying. I'm attacking this pawn even if I'm not attacking it. Okay, 1 minute remaining. 50 seconds. Let's see if they will accelerate. Oh, they are not accelerating at all. So if I play bishop there, they are going to take... No, they are going to play this. So what do we do? Let's play this. I don't want to trade the rooks. And if the rook takes, maybe there is this. So maybe they won't take. Or they take. I'll try with this. I'll try to go with this move, attacking the rook and the pawn. And now I will play knight here, protecting the bishop and attacking this rook. Of course, they see it. And now the rook is moved. I'll play this, attacking the rook one more time. And attention, where is this rook moving? If the rook goes there, I'm winning. Oh! Man, this was so complicated. This was so hard. But it's okay. We are not even winning, sorry. I mean, I'm still completely losing. But I'm less losing than before. That's the only truth. I'm still completely losing. No, we can't trade the rooks. Oh my gosh. No, we can't trade the rooks. I said, oh my god, this move loses. I have to maintain the rooks on the board. The rook on the board. I cannot trade a rook. The rook cannot be traded. I have to skip my rook on the board. I'm going to take that pawn if I can. Alright, we need to maintain the rook. Do not trade rooks. We keep the rooks for the win. The check. Let's go. Man, this was so tough. Short analysis, the accuracy of my opponent was 90%. They had a brilliant move, and after the move g5, which was a huge mistake, they didn't give me any chance. I was always lost, never had a chance to come back. I had to play the move knight e5, exploiting the fact that this knight is pinned, because the queen behind is hanging. Bishop d2 is a normal move to protect the queen, and now this knight needs to take there. And after the trade, we get to this endgame, where white has all these weak pawns, and so black is a little bit better. New game! We have e4, and we have fizzy. CaroKann, let's go. So we don't have a Gambit that we have to defeat right now, but we have the CaroKann. Okay, so I like to play this line where I take back the pawn with the knight. And now usually this is the main line with knight here, and you want to trade, and they have to destroy their pawn structure. So we are left with white having a majority of pawns on the queen side. No matter with which pawn they takes, we will have like 4 nice pawns, and they just have 3 here. So we have a majority. Instead, once they take with this pawn, those 2 pawns are like 1. So it's basically the same. Alright, they take there. And now it's important to play the move c3, because you want to protect this pawn before developing all the pieces. So we will go with this and play that. We are attacking this pawn. And this whole theory, actually. Oh, wow. Alright. So we'll play bishop there. And then sometimes your white goes for short castle, sometimes for long castle. So there are 2 opportunities. If we go short castle, then we will have a positional game. If we go long castle, we will have an attacking game, because we are going to push all these pawns and to have lots of fun. So we go for that. The knight is leading towards d5, attacking this bishop, but we can just go back. So I will play h3, ready to push this pawn forward to the attack. b5 is also played. This makes sense. I will play rook here. I need to support my pawn in order to push forward. Now it's very important that what we want to do when you have opposite side castling is that you want to first push the pawns, and then open files. So you want to trade your pawns for the pawns of your opponent. So the files are open, you can bring your heavy pieces like the rooks and the queen and give mate. This is the ideal plan. f5. Usually you shouldn't push the pawns in front of your king, because you're just helping the trade. So now I can just... Also, this is a free pawn, so I really don't understand this idea. I'm just taking here. Okay, I see that this knight is then hanging. I understand. It's just a trade, basically. But it helped us to open the G file. So, can I sacrifice? Bim, rook takes, I take there, pawn takes. Rook takes, pawn takes. We take with the queen. What about this? If the king goes there, we give a check. The king goes there. We give a check and we win the queen. Maybe this could be fun. Okay, let's go. I mean, I did some sacrifice before and I was completely lost. So we have to be careful. So bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes, bim, boom. If the king goes there, we give a check. The king goes back, we give a check. The king goes there, we give a check. The king goes there, we give a check. And we win at least. And the problem is that we are giving lots of pieces, so I really need to be sure. Bim, boom, bam. We take, the king goes there, check, the king goes there, and we can give a check like this. The king goes there, we can give a check here though. So the king is just these 2 squares. The king goes there, we give a check. The king goes there, we give this check. Okay, so this works. And after sacrificing and the king goes there, we give a check. Now the king cannot go anywhere here. So the king has to go there, and then we go here. And the king moves, we take, and the bishop takes. And then we might have this check winning the rook. I mean, this is not clear. It's not clear if this works. Let's try. Let's try. Today I'm playing with fire. I'm risking my life, basically. Let's go. My opponent is sending in chat 2 question marks. Yeah, let's see. I mean, you cannot be sure. You cannot be sure here. But maybe they have superior understanding and they understood that this was not good. I don't know. I mean, but to me it looks like a decent idea, right? So now I can give this check. I also have this check, by the way, that I want to consider shortly, because then the king is left with a few squares. No, I think I will give this check. Yeah, and then I'll take. So my opponent was sure that this was not good, but to me it didn't seem any sure, no? Because now I have this check and they are safe, just because the rook can go back. This is the only thing that is saving them, because the rook can go back. If not, that wouldn't be good. I will start to push this pawn. I want to make it run. Go pawn. Okay, we'll move the king away. So this knight now cannot be moved because the bishop would be hanging and the rook cannot be moved. And my pawn is going to advance. I'll go. I won't stop. This pawn is running towards the last rank. Now the rook can be moved, so attention. So are you telling me that I cannot push? Well, probably not. Because that would be hanging. Let's go with the queen here. I really want to push there, if I can. Alright, let's go to the complete other side of the board. We are threatening this check. It's probably not a big deal because the queen is not having such a fun time there, and now they are threatening to trade the rooks. That's quite bad because we could end up being mated, being checkmated. Okay, I'll give a check here, and now I could give another check, but then the knight is covering. Check. So I think I will take a draw if I can. I don't know. This position is really scary with this check going on there. I think a draw is best. So because check, trade. King goes there, there is this check. The king goes there, and there is this check. Maybe it's not a big deal, not a big problem. Maybe I can try to play this move, but then check, and then that's hanging. I mean, we can make a draw. Okay. So actually, this was brilliant. So bishop there was losing. This was a mistake, but this was the right move. And after rook takes, to just play king h8. This was the only defense. But beautiful, because now there is not much going on. H takes was a mistake, because now I can take. And this is actually good. And actually, this is slightly better for white. But I have to play rook e1, pinning it. And after rook e8, a4, and then c4. I mean, this looks really ugly, but now I can go for something like this. No, because there is a fork here. So I have to move my king away. The bishop moves back, and then d5. Pawn takes, knight takes. And rook d1. King d6 protecting, and queen c4. This looks crazy, because it seems like black is defending everything. But now there is a 4. The rook moves, and now check here. The king moves, and now check here. And the queen is overloading everything. Because now the king, either the king is protecting this knight or this rook. If the king goes here, I take the rook. If the king goes there to protect the rook, I take this knight. I had to do quite some better calculation here. We keep going. I realized that there is just a few, lots of rating left. And I'm not winning much points right now, so I need to run. I'm late. I'm way too late. There are too many points remaining. My rating is not going up so quickly, and I'm in trouble. Okay, so we are in the Elo pits. This is a very atypical move. I will just castle and keep going with my plan. Usually, the plan of white here is to play c3 and d4, attacking the center, and we are going to do that. The problem with the bishop there is that it's true, you're protecting this pawn, but this bishop is blocked. All right, we go back here. We don't take. I don't want to trade this bishop for the knight. And now we go also back there. And we are looking at the most vulnerable point. This move cannot be good. No, cannot. I'm taking this pawn, and I'm going for the sacrifice of the knight trick. Now I have d4, a fork that wins back the piece. My opponent has wasted way too much time, and I think they might be completely lost after a few moves. The best move here would be usually bishop d6. But there is a huge problem. After pawn takes, bishop takes, I have queen d5. I'm threatening this rook and the maid on f7 at the same time. So black might be already completely lost. What they have to do here is probably to play bishop b7. So they are controlling the square. Oh my grob. Okay, they're moving the bishop back. I'm taking here now. The threat here is real. Bishop b7 is the only move that is going to save them. Or c6 or rook there. h6 is terrible because I'm going for it. I'm threatening this rook and I'm threatening this mate. And this might be just a very quick resignation. Oh boy, we have it. Okay, new game. 1888 Elo, e45. Bishop out. Let's bring the knight out as well. And the other knight. So we are in the bishop opening, and here I like to play actually one move. It's not following the principles that say do not move the same piece twice in the opening, but I want to take this bishop, and I will do that. Bang. Let's go. So now the knight wants to go there exploiting the pin, but that's not a big deal. You can go for it. All right. Let's play h6. Maybe I will even go for this move. Yeah, let's go. And then d6. Perfect. Everything is safe. We can play this move here, attacking this pawn. And now maybe even this. How are you going to protect this knight and then this pawn? Because I'm going to take there next and take this pawn no matter what you do. I think the best move would be to try to protect with the queen, but I can just take there. I think this might be another quick one. Yeah, we needed this. Now I take there. If the queen takes, I'm taking back the piece and winning a rook. And if the queen doesn't take, how are they going to protect this knight? This is going to be hard. All right, I think we won a piece in a few moves. That's great. That's exactly what we needed. I'm taking here, attacking the rook. Oh, okay. So they're taking the knight and they're saying, okay, I'll take here. I'll take here, and we are in this position. Now, there is a pawn hanging here. So let's play this move. So we are protecting it, and we have an exchange up. That's great. Where am I going to castle my king? Probably short, because long doesn't seem possible. Or I could play bishop there, then move the queen, and then castle long. Also, f5 could be a fun idea. To play f5, the queen moves, and then keep pushing. I think I'll go for that. It's crazy, but I love it. Now, if the queen goes there, I have a fork, and they will for real resign. If the queen goes there, I also have another fork, and they will really resign. So they have to go, yeah, more far away with the queen. Now, I could play this move, attacking this bishop, and then even pushing forward the other pawn. And let's do this. I'm getting so much space. I'm really crushing it. Crushing the king side. I could play f3, sacrificing a pawn. Or I could play this, also sacrificing a pawn. But you know what? Let's play rook there. Let's go. If I play g3, there is a queen check, so let's be careful about it. Now, attention to this check, but I think I would play f3. Opa! There is a queen hanging, so this knight check doesn't work because I go with the queen, with the king there, and the queen would be hanging. Also, the knight would be hanging, so that is bad. And if the pawn takes, I'm taking back, and this is a discovery check, and the queen is lost. So they have to move the queen, absolutely. And I think queen there is great, because you are attacking the pawn. Now, I was thinking about this move, but then there is that pawn pushed. Maybe I blundered. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, I will play rook there. It's sad that I have to play such a move, but it's needed. Because now the queen cannot penetrate, and this pawn is protected, and this check is not a big deal. So they want to take. I see. I need to castle. I need to castle my king. But I shouldn't play this move. Maybe bishop there could be an idea. Pawn takes and I take back. Why am I in trouble? Why? Because I played too crazy. I think I have to go bonk loud. Or maybe queen here, wanting to take there. Pawn takes and I take there. Pawn takes. Boy, boy. This is scary. I have an overextended center. Okay, let's play queen there, attacking this pawn. Maybe they are going to protect it, you know? Maybe no, they are taking there. Ouch! I'll take here. We take the pawn. We have to go all the way back. Now take here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay. There was bishop takes. Oh no, I could have taken. Okay, now there is this move. Okay, can we please trade the queen? But I'll take there. Why did I risk it so much? And I'm angry with myself. If I take there, then the rook is activated and the rook is sliding in. So I'm not doing that. I will play queen here. Okay, the queen is moved. Now there are some discovery checks that are really annoying. I need to move my king. We'll go there. Knight there is just too strong. Or rook there is also good. I'm getting attacked and I don't have really... Okay, let's play this. Trying to defend, or I'm thinking about taking down. Oh wait, maybe we play this, trying to trade the rooks. Or this other. Yeah, let's trade the rooks, come on. Yeah, please. Let's trade them. It's important because now this check is covered, so we can just stake. And would be great to trade, but they don't want to trade. We play this. Pawn is captured, as it should. I'm taking here. And now there are some ideas, you know? Some checkmates ideas. Alright, I have to cover like this. Wow. Maybe I will try just to run. Just run. Yeah, like this. I'll just run. If the rook gives a check, I go there. Oh, but then... Wait. Because the king goes there. Or maybe I go just here. This, that. Okay, like this, we can do that. I try to run like this. And if the check is there, I'll play king there. Then there is a check, and I go up here. Check back. Because if I go there... Okay, wait, I can just go there. Because if there is this check, I can take. This is crazy. Alright. There's still a queen hanging, eh? Alright. It's a check. I'll go here. There is a check there. Wait a second. My king cannot go there. Because if I go there, there is check here, and I made it. Oh my gosh. Are you telling me that I have to go there? This is sick. Now there is a check there, and then I can go there, so it's not mate, because the queen is covering. Okay. I hope there is no mate, and the queen is back. Oh boy. Can I play queen here? The knight gives a check. I go here. The knight gives a check, and I go there. The knight gives a check here, I go there. I think this works. There is no discovery check that is attacking my queen. Just 1 minute on the clock. This is scary. Very scary. Alright, I go there, and now the king is running here. If not, there is mate. The knight has to go back. Boom. And now I think I can take here. Oh, okay, wait, I'm getting mated. Oh no, no way, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. No, I'm getting mated. It's so sad. This was a terrible day. But I will come back tomorrow, and there will be a punishment for the first game of tomorrow. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. There are lots of things to learn. Yeah. Bye, guys.